Yo, Mike, you there or no?
I'm here live from Miami.
I'm in Miami. I'm at the SLS. I'm chilling by the pool real quick.
Not that I have a tan to prove it, but that's okay.
All right, so happy 2026, everybody. We are back. Um, Doing things a little different, obviously. Every time we do something, we try to do it different. Mike's a diva. There's no jacket on because he's in Miami. Um, there's like 150,000 topics that people had messaged us that we should do this, we should do that, we should do this. I mean, thank you, but we'll get to them. Um, Mike, you did text me a couple of topics, by the B bar on what we should talk about. So let's chop it up real quick. It's a new year. We did this last year, and so many people gave us, like I said, a ton of feedback and good, bad. I think the one's still rolling about how much DJs should charge. That's nonsense. But we had a few that we were chatting about. Let's hit it. One was gratuity. I remember you said some people messaged us about that. You should talk about gratuity. You want to roll
Yep.
with that one?
We could start with that. I kind of wanted to start about the one with politics. I mean, because we took a little bit of a hiatus for a little bit. I think that I've seen a lot of topics on Instagram, people speaking about topics that I think are pretty controversial, but solid ones. I want to go a little more in the direction of business as well. I just feel like a lot of the DJs that are on Instagram are amateur DJs, and that's okay. Everybody starts as an amateur DJ. But I just think that having the right foundation from the beginning is what's going to propel you to make more money and to build a bigger business and to have clients calling you repeatedly for their family events. It all starts from the beginning, and then 15 years goes by, and you're looking at the same families, and you're looking at a nice career just for longevity. So, I mean, talking about politics, I'm just going to jump on this right now. Like the topic that this other podcast was speaking about was, should a DJ or a photographer or a videographer post about politics? I'm going to just jump in and
I
say,
don't. Yeah, I don't. I don't talk politics. I try not to follow it. It's a losing battle, and I'm not. I don't have the time to argue with somebody over something. I know the world's upside down. I'm sure that person knows the world's upside down, and I don't let my political views get in the mix of anything. So,
yeah,
me personally,
well,
I'm not talking about politics.
my problem with it is that you already are not going to make everybody happy just
Mm-mm.
talking about DJ stuff. So you're never going to make everybody happy no matter what. You're going to say one thing and the person has something else in mind, and that might turn them off, which is fine. So why do you want to add to the fire by talking about politics? I mean, you're literally excommunicating half of your clientele. It's not important. Like, you're an entertainer. You're supposed to be having a good time. You're supposed to be providing a great event. There's no reason to be speaking about politics. I am not a politician. I'm a DJ. I'm an entertainer. So for me to go and post this stuff on Instagram or post this stuff on Facebook and make people mad about my views, it's just taking money out of my pocket, And I'm going to quote Michael Jordan on this. When they asked him about his sneakers, do you care if white people or black people buy sneakers, or Republicans or Democrats support you buying your sneakers? And for the most part, what he said was, everybody buys sneakers. I'm not going to go and take sides. I'm not like every single person, every famous person is the Johnny Carson never took a side. Elvis Presley never took a side. Michael Jordan never took a side. The reason why is because
That did Mike Vecchia, so the conversation's over.
that's it. So when I
There
see
you go.
these, but I get it. They do it. I get that they do it for the traction. I get it. They're doing it for the traction. I
About to
support
gain
it.
traction, so we're not.
It's just
There's no
that,
supporting. I'm not arguing with anybody about politics. It is what
no,
it is. The
I'm
politics has
gonna
nothing to do with the DJ world.
100%. But they mentioned also gay weddings, which the point that was made on the gay wedding was that if you do service gay weddings, you should put it on your website. Why does it matter? Explain to me why it matters for. I don't understand. Why does it matter if you do? We all do gay weddings. Why would I tell someone that I wouldn't perform at a gay wedding? I'm a DJ.
Just clear everybody. I'm the most. You're not even supposed to be calling it that. There's another name, and I service same sex marriages, and I don't put it on my website. I put it like if I do this one and that one, the new Mr. and Mister, the new Mr. and Mrs. and Mrs. I put it up on my Insta. Like I don't advertise it. Is it because I don't want to do it? I'll do 5 of them a week. But this is the problem with the industry. This is the problem. What you're bringing up. We're worried about what you're advertising. You're worried about this. You're worried about what mix. Watch what I do here. Watch how I juggle this. You're there to entertain. That's what we're there for. I have a bride and a groom that came into my office the other day, and I haven't gotten traction in my office, and I can't even tell you how long. And they're describing equipment. You have people that are describing and selling the customer equipment. This is not PC Riches. This is not Best Buy. This is not B&H. This conversation that we're having, it's pointless because the customer's tarnished. That's what it comes down to. And there's not many people that are going to talk the way we're talking.
But they're seeing it on social media. Like let me tack on to what you just said. I've seen DJs speak about sound acoustics when a bride and groom is selecting
sound engineers that are not sound engineers. So how are you talking about acoustics? How are you talking about compressing something when you don't even know what you're doing?
They don't care. A bride and groom is not going to not pick a venue because the acoustics are going to be a little bit off. Or I get why to a DJ it makes sense. Like it's something that you're showing them that you know about the room, right? Like, okay, I'm just going to give you a heads up on the room. The DJ, the dance floor is dome. It's a little bit echoey. The sound is not as good on the outsides. I get it. I understand what you're saying. But a bride and groom doesn't care. And you're just adding unnecessary information. I don't feel it's important. It's the way I feel about lighting. Okay. Again, I'm an entertainer first. I'm not a production company first. Lighting to me is lighting. Okay. If you have nice lights and you have lights that do the job, the bride and groom does not know or care about the model of light that you have. They want to know that it moves around. It could be controlled. It looks pretty. That's all they care about. So when you bring up this stuff, I get that you're trying to sound like like the VR X Chave. I get it. The brides and grooms, they don't care. All they care about is what they're getting for the price they're spending. That's all they care about.
All I want to say thank you is to everyone that put the Asteras out and you're selling them as intelligent light shows, because I have an abundance of them, and I will gladly put that out as an intelligent light show in Monmouth County, because that's what people are running around calling them now, and thank you. Makes my life easier. So we that's another great topic. Lighting. You're describing stuff to people that don't know, and you don't even know. Well, whatever. It is what it is.
I don't know, and I'm the guy. I'm the guy that's there, and I barely know. And I know that might be, that he doesn't know about this. He doesn't know. No, you know what I know how to do? I know how to entertain, and I know how to make money. That's what I do. That's my job. My job is to cater to my client, make sure they have an amazing night, okay? And make sure that I put on a show that people go home saying, holy shit, this guy ripped this place.
Hold on one second. Can I get 2 more pina coladas? Yeah, with the actual, yeah, 2. Thank you. Keep going.
Love it.
You just said you're the guy. You're the guy.
I'm the guy. I'm that guy. You want to know how to take your job to the next level? I'm that guy. Okay. I'm not the guy that says, you're looking at moving heads over there. Like, nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares. Stop it.
All right.
Stop it.
Mike, let's touch this topic without really any hiccups here. Gratuity's been a major topic the last 6 months. I know it's a new year, but whether it's a subcontractor, whether it's even a client asking what we charge for gratuity, I'm a little taken back. I'm trying to adapt to this new era, new world that we're living in. Talk to me a little bit about this, man.
I think what happens is when people don't charge enough money, they are expecting gratuity. I think when people charge a lot of money, when people are used to charging a lot of money, they don't expect gratuity all the time. If the client gives it, it's great. I mean, it's obviously appreciated, but there's a lot of times that because you're charging a lot of money and you're doing a lot of services, it's just not always part of the plan. Everybody's clientele is different.
Yeah.
I don't add gratuity into my contracts. I've seen companies add gratuity contracts. To me, I don't know. Like, I don't see how you can add 20% gratuity. Do you do that? Do you add 20% gratuity? You have
I've
a
never
contract.
ever people like nothing like that at all.
So why is that a
I try
bar?
to
I've seen it in bar mitzvah contracts. Why is that a thing in bar mitzvah contracts? Like,
don't know.
why does that?
Don't
Is there's
I don't
dancers?
have
Is that
I
why?
don't
Like,
have the answer. I don't know. People
I
ask
don't
all
think
the
people
time.
should be working for their tips. Like, people work for tips. Why are you working for tips? You're supposed to be working for your pay. That's the reason why I pay you. You know, I pay you because of your performance at the party. If you get a tip, that's great. But I don't see where it's become something that's mandatory. Like Starbucks. I mean, you go to Starbucks, you get a coffee, they ask you for a tip every single time you get a
Yep.
coffee. Like, why is this happening? I don't get it. Like, their job is to make the coffee. That's why they get paid hourly. If somebody wants to throw $1 into the cash bowl, fine. But why is it becoming part of every single transaction? Like, I don't understand it. I don't get it.
You know what?
In the
You know what?
entertainment industry,
It goes back to
let me say one
politics,
more
and I'm
thing.
not arguing. This is the world now. This is the world we live in.
Yes, but independent contractors that come to job. I've had independent contractors come to job. This is a great topic. Should independent contractors that are added to the event that are not part of the DJ company or the band, should they get tipped? Go.
It happened to me last weekend. They
What
walked
do you feel
over.
about it, though?
I laughed. I laughed.
Why?
We had a saxophone player. Bride hired him on her own. Cool, no doubt. Hey, you got extra speaker for me? Oh, wait, I'm sorry, bud. Do I have an extra speaker for you? I didn't even know you were coming here. I'm supposed to have a speaker for you.
But how do you feel about him asking you at the end of the night if you got?
You know what it is? You know what? Hurt? Right, correct choice of words. You know what really got me was the guys that were there 7, 8, 9, 10 hours before the wedding, traveled for the wedding, worked the wedding, broke the wedding down, and watched the sax player get tipped. You know what they say? Bro, did they tip? Now I'm the criminal. Did they tip us before the party? Do you have the tip? Yeah, that's what I did. I stole your tip money. I'm out. I'm fleeing the country. I'm in Miami with Mike now. We're ordering pina coladas with the tip money. Like, but this is the world. This goes back to politics. It goes back to brides and grooms getting engaged, loving life, watching social media, and seeing that, like, you don't tip the entertainment, tip the sax player, tip the percussionist, tip the singer.
I think that when DJ companies include gratuity, they are probably dispersing it to the people that are working. Okay, maybe not all of it, but most of it. Let's say. That being said, these entertainers start to expect it on every job. Like, people that work for other companies, obviously, and then when they come to the job, they'll be like, "Oh, do we get tipped?" Or they'll be hanging out for a tip. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest with you. Like, you just got paid $1,200 to work for 2 hours, 3 hours. Like, you need a tip also? I mean, you're not part of the DJ crew. You're an independent. You come, you make your money.
Yeah, but it doesn't. It doesn't. Once again, this is going back to everything that's changed in the last 10, 15, 20 years. You go into work. If you get tipped, you get tipped. This isn't a pizzeria. This isn't Applebee's. You're not working off of tips and a small base. You're demanding what you want for your payroll, and that's that.
Yeah, but these guys, again, when they work with guys and girls, they work for other companies and they get tipped. They expect it all the time. They expect these companies get tipped all the time, and it doesn't happen that way. It's not always that we're getting tipped. I get that people spend a lot of money on jobs, but sometimes when they spend a lot of money on jobs, they pay their bill and they move on. Like, that's it. You know, they're not sitting here trying to say, I'm taking care of everybody. Some people do, some people don't. I think it's rude to ask. I think it's rude to put in I'm going to leave it at this. It's rude to ask. It's rude to put it in the contract up front. Okay. If somebody is spending $10,000 on a wedding and you expect them to give $2,000 worth of tips, that's a lot of money. To most of the country, $10,000 for a DJ is astronomical. In New York and New Jersey, it happens in New York and New Jersey because there's a lot of elements coming together. The DJ
Correct.
company is not making $10,000 on this job. He's just
Right.
organizing great talent to make the wedding amazing. That's his job. The DJ is not making all this money. So people are under the perception, they're like, oh my God, $10,000 for a DJ. That's not what's happening. Okay. That's not what's, you have 6, 7 guys working this event. You have sax players, you have percussionists, you have dancers, you have people working these events. The DJ company is not making $10,000. They're just organizing. And it's now become the DJ company's job to do that. Like now it's become our job to bring these elements together because honestly, that's the only way that people make money. There's no more money to be made in DJing. If I have to be the one to say it, I'll say it. There's no more money to be made in DJing. The starting package.
The actual DJ is the cheapest cost of the entire event.
That's it. And now, and a new topic, we can X that right there really quick. We're the last. I've met with so many brides and grooms in the last like 3 months that we're the last thing to get booked. I don't mind that, but I don't see it. Like to me, it was always venue, entertainment, photography, video, florist. I mean, maybe dress because you got to get it a year in advance. But that was the entertainment scale. Now I have brides and grooms coming to me and they're like, well, we booked everything else already. We saved the DJ for last. Or we booked everything already. We just have the DJ left.
Right.
I don't know how you book. I don't know how the scale went this way. I mean, I believe that photographers, you know, it's who you speak to first, bro. Like, it's just, if you have a podcast where there's photographers on there, they make photography super, super important. And then brides and grooms feel like photography is the most important thing. I mean, I don't really know the answer.
There's so moral of the story. Any up and coming brides that are watching this, we'll make this little segment educational. Make sure you click with your entertainers. Make sure you click with your photographers and videographers. Make sure if you're getting a content creator that she's known or he's known in the industry so that your photographer, your videographer, and your content creator don't get into an argument. Because I've been seeing that a lot lately. So social media is cool because you get to see us when we're not at an event, but you're getting fed bullshit. And that's, nobody's going to say it. Maybe I'll be the rude guy that's online that's coming up raw and uncut, and I'm going to say what I want, but it's reality. And you know, when people bring reality to me, sometimes I get hurt, sometimes I feed off it. But reality is now what we really need to start teaching. Whoops, sorry about that. What it is now reality really needs to come back into play here. Reality needs to come back into play. If you're pulling something away from your event and adding something that's completely useless, somebody like myself needs to tell you, that's not reality. Reality is this. I mean, I love talking to you about stuff like this. I wish we could get more people to talk to us. There's so many people want to feed us stuff that they're afraid to go on camera. Well, this is reality. People need
I get a lot of positive feedback. I get a lot of positive feedback about.
I get it all the time. Like so many friends that I lost touch with, like by you, Brooklyn, Long Island, are like, "Oh my God, you and Mike are hysterical." No, this is the reality of our business. It's a joke. It's a joke until your event. I'm not going to say wedding. Your event is ruined.
You know, the things that have become important are they're just not.
Nothing's important. That's what's crazy. Nothing's important.
You look at Instagram and you see all these videos about wordplay, like all these things about wordplay, like all these videos about wordplay. Like, bro, I haven't done a wordplay at a wedding my entire career. Like, it is not important. If you are using social media in a way to record a video, what boggles my mind is like you're there planning this, like you're just like, hey, record this wordplay right now so I can blow up on my Instagram. Like, I don't know if because I'm a true business person, I really don't. My focus is my bride and groom. I could care less about social media when I'm at an event. Okay. I just don't. Whatever footage I get. And whatever I collaborate with my photographer and my videographer, I collaborate with them. and whatever I
So
get,
you're
I
a one
get.
percenter in the industry. I consider myself a one percenter nowadays. I could go do anything. I could go get a job in any position like possible, like tradesman. I'm not a computer geek. Sorry, some of you guys are, and you're better than me at it. I could go get a job anywhere because when you come from nothing and you have to learn everything. Once again, I'll leave this on the table. I could go get a job anywhere. I choose to do this. Like we did a Sweet 16 the other night. Do I promote Sweet 16s? No. Do I want to promote Sweet 16s? No. But when you hand me a timeline that doesn't make sense, and I am a one percenter, a professional, that's like, this isn't going to work, and you start fighting and arguing with me, do you think I want to argue with you, lady? I want your daughter's party to be perfect. But the problem is smoke and mirrors. That's what these people are seeing.
No, it's the I'm gonna add on to what you just.
And now everyone's a content creator in the industry.
When you have a Sweet 16 and you have a lot of Sweet 16s are taking place in same venues that do a lot of bar mitzvahs.
Yes.
Okay. So what happens is that the venue is used to doing things a certain way. So when you sit with the client, and many DJs maybe have seen this, they've experienced this, like they'll talk about, when do you do candle lighting? Like, why are you asking me when I do candle lighting? Like, you should know bar mitzvahs, the candle lighting is in the beginning, right after grand entrance, and Sweet 16s, typically it's done either the later half of dinner or after dinner, like an hour and 20 minutes before the end of the event. The thing is these venues are programmed to do things a certain way, and they're telling the clients that this is the way that they do it. So when you step into the room as an MC and you're running a Sweet 16, not a bar mitzvah, you're fighting that traction because you're like, it's my show and I do 80 Sweet 16s a year and I know how I run a Sweet 16. You are a bar mitzvah venue predominantly, so you do things this way. But that's not the way that this event should get done. And it's just no communication. Like, I've had wedding venues that I've come in and they have a grand entrance sheet. Explain that to me. Why do you need to know the names of the people in the order when they're walking in when I'm here? That's my job. My job is to run the.
And you're not lining them up. We are. You're just stopping me from doing what I'm doing. You want to act like you know what you're doing.
Yes.
Right.
Now,
there's no hospitality for. Here we go. Because a lot of my clients follow my personal page, and this is where this stuff's going to be posted. So I'm literally going to post this just like this. There's no hospitality left in the hospitality industry. Somebody wants to argue with me about it? Argue with me. I've been from upstate New York to where we are in Florida. I've worked everywhere. The hospitality is out the window. They're yesing you to death. That's all they're doing. They want your money. Fight me. Argue with me. There's no hospitality in the hospitality industry. That's it.
Book the job. It's book the job. That's all that's important. We'll worry about it later.
90% of the people and vendors you're dealing with truly don't give two shits about your event.
How many of your brides sit with you to book and they want to do sparklers, and then you already know that you can't do sparklers at this venue?
You know what? It doesn't matter. So, you're going on. Who cares about the gear? Yes. Okay, you want to do that? They don't allow it. It's on their Instagram page.
They don't allow it. That's my
point. Argue with them, not me. They're not allowing me to bring those in the venue. Yeah, cool, no problem. Got it. I've done that before. I don't want to talk about gear. I want to talk about the consumer that's going to watch this and go, either these guys know what they're talking about or these guys are just talking out of their ass. Because I'm going to say it again. There's no hospitality left in the hospitality industry. I'm saying it. From maitre d's with attitudes, from venue managers going, why do you have all this equipment? To a guy online DJing with Evox 8s talking about acoustics.
I know.
No more bets. Then I one side of the field to the next. I get somebody that doesn't want to spend money to somebody that's like, hey, are you available this date? Yes. It's going to be you? Yes. But we already know that you're booked for this event. I'm doing production for that event. I will be around the corner at your house DJing. Okay, awesome. Put us in. Like, I have no equal medium with clientele. I have people that are like, hi, here's the date. Fetty Wap and Fetty, just the one that just got out of jail, right? Fetty and Possibly this one. Just want to lock the date with you in. We'll talk about all the gear as we get closer. All right, no doubt. There's no equal medium. Listen, again, there's no hospitality left in the hospitality industry. End of story.
My golden rule when it comes to pricing is you can't tell somebody how much they could get paid. You just can't do that, because if there's other people willing to pay that much, they're not wrong. So it's just a matter of you having the clientele that will spend that much or not having the clientele that will spend that much. So in all reality, you could charge $100,000 an event if you want, but you just got to have the clientele to be able to.
That's going to pay for it.
Much. So
and you have to justify why you're that. You have to be able to justify and come with credentials on why you're charging what you're charging. Don't use the terminology 100,000. Yeah, go ahead.
You're right, but on that post, there are people saying like, "Oh, $3,000 for a DJ is astronomical, ridiculous." And people who spend $7,000 on a DJ, I would never spend that much money. The thing is like the concept of the DJ is that he's just playing music. That's the concept, and that's why most people don't feel that they're worth more money, is because they're not entertaining, and they don't have the program down. We grew up in a complete different time frame when it came to, we only went out as two-man crews when we were doing small jobs. Even when we had a job that we could do ourselves, which we do now, we always went out as a two-man crew. It was always an MC DJ, or it was one guy that was a DJ and an MC, but they had the perception that two people were there. No matter what, there were two guys on the job. Now you have people MCing and DJing weddings. So you are literally devaluing your entire operation. Okay. And you can't tell somebody else that they're not worth 7-8 grand when they're creating a completely different show and completely different entertainment. So it's such a wide range of a conversation to have. And all the input on that post was amazing. And it was from people all over the world. I mean, I thought that was pretty cool, but you can't put people down for what they charge, because if this guy's working 100 times a year and he makes $3,700 a wedding and you're only making 800, you shouldn't be saying he's not worth it. You should be saying, how is he doing it? And you should be changing what you're doing for the market that you're in. Like, if you're just going to keep doing $700 parties, you're always going to be the $700 DJ. And that's okay if you're happy with it. But don't get mad at the people that are charging $7 grand, because that's what they've created. And that's business. Sorry, it's in every industry. So
yes, correct.
So here's my question to you. I had someone message me this. I thought it was a really cool topic. I think it's a wide range of answers as well. So the question is how much do you think a guest should put in an envelope for a bride and groom? And also, what factors do you think?
So rule of thumb, I'm not a guest at many weddings because I'm normally working them, and if I am invited, unfortunately, I have to decline because I'm probably working. But what I do here, some people are sticklers, and some people give from the heart. So my opinion, based on information that comes to me, if the venue is $250, you double it. Obviously, you got you and a guest, so You cover your plate. That's a big thing people say. You cover your plate and more. I mean, I've had parties for my kids at some really nice places, and people are like, "Well, it's a kids party," and give $50. The plate was $150, even though it was a kids party. So, rule of thumb, based on being in this industry for quite a long time, it's usually at least cover your plate to be there. And obviously, if it's a friend, a relative, this and that, you should give a little more. Give them a little something towards whatever they're going to be saving for after that. Bride and grooms are normally, get through with the wedding, then we're going to save for a house, blah, blah, blah. It's tough.
Right, so let me play devil's advocate. You go to a place is beautiful. You kind of know how much it is per person, yes. But now you're going through the night and there's not really much substance to this wedding. Cocktail hour is bare, 2 courses, not a lot of choices. You can kind of tell that they did the bare minimum because they wanted to get married at this venue. And that happens every single weekend because people do not budget themselves right. It happens all the time and it's fine. But if you're going to have pictures and you're going to have a beautiful venue, Sometimes that pulls precedent, and if they're going to go spend a little extra just to make the venue work, that's fine. But they're obviously not getting the venue's top package because you're going to be looking at probably another astronomical amount of money to add on. So they do the bare minimum. Now, that being said, does that affect how much you put in your envelope, or are you just taking it on the chin?
You're already writing the check and putting it in the card before you get there. Anyway, what are you going to do? I owe you. I'm going to sell you tomorrow. Like, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? It is what it is.
What if it's
You
cash?
got to use your
Well,
head.
I'm
Back to reality. Let's get back to reality now. 2026. Let's get back to reality. You know what it is. You put $750 in the envelope. You covered your $250 a plate and a little extra. Best wishes. Wish you love, health, happiness. We want to see the house. Do what you got to do. And you walk in there and there's nothing. You know what they did. You're not going to be the one, and I'm not going to be the one that's that cocktail going, did you try the cheese and crackers? The last wedding we were here, there was a raw bar. There was a steak station. It was 50,000 appetizers.
All right, so let me ask you, this is a great question.
Go ahead.
You're already married.
I am.
And they came to your wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And your seats were $300 a pop. And they did not cover their seats. And they gave you $500 instead of giving you $600 with some money. So now you're at their wedding. Do you match the money that let me answer my question. Do you match the money? Do you match the money that they gave you because you have it written down because you're Italian and that's what Italians do? Or do you just go about your own business, leave what you want to leave for the and move on with life?
I work 100 hours a week. I'm going to do what's right, and I'm going to leave. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm honored to have a night off to be dancing at your wedding. Now I'm going to 2 weddings. I haven't been to 2 weddings as a guest in 5 years. I have one the night before my vacation. Well, not vacation, my trip I go away with my son. And then I'm leaving my trip with my son a night early to be at my other friend's wedding. And I am ecstatic. So one's in Freehold, one's up in North Jersey. 2 venues that I love working at because I know the food is going to be banging. The week I go away, I'm in a desert. So, I'm ecstatic. It's costing me a lot of money, but back to reality. I have an idea of what it's cost per head. I'm going to do the right thing, give a little extra, and I'm going to enjoy a night. But once again, reality. Some people aren't living in the reality anymore.
Oh, they're not. That's why I was just playing devil's advocate. I
feel like you have to in this day and age because someone is going to read online what the base package was and just write their gift based on that. But here's a topic. We're going to crunch 2 more before the clock kicks out, right? Another topic. Okay. What is with brides or grooms? Yeah, it's mainly bride and grooms. I hate talking about it, but hey, just got a quote from a videographer. Are they crazy? Hey, everyone, just checking in. We're in the car, and we just got a quote from a DJ. This isn't reality anymore. I've seen 100 of them because they get forwarded to me. Like, what are we doing? Imagine, I'm trying to renovate my house. You know what comes down to? What I want, I can't afford. Am I going to go and say, ABC Contracting told me this and ZZZ Contracting told me this? The reality is, if you can't afford it, why are we crushing a vendor? Why?
Yeah.
What are we crushing the vendor for?
I think it's clickbait, most of it. But I will say that, again, there's a market for everybody. So when you go and make a video like that, there are people that are paying $11,000 for photography. So you're literally bashing these people. But there are people.
But the photographers and videographers that are getting their number are worth that in gold. They're good. They're good. There's a lot of great people in the industry. There's a lot of terrible people in the industry. You understand?
Yeah, I do.
Reality. We need to get back to reality. That's what it comes down to.
But are the people that exceptional? The people that are exceptional, are they overpriced? Is it a lot of money? I mean, it's okay for us to, I mean, listen, is it okay for us to say, yeah, because we're not getting photographers anytime soon? We don't care. But if you are trying to have a wedding and you're trying to piece this all together, has it gotten to the point where it's astronomical for certain things? Does florals have to be $40,000? I don't see it. I don't see it. $40,000 in flowers? I'm just saying. Like, again, I could be playing devil's advocate, but I'm just saying. Here's where I think the problem is. Here's where I think the problem is. You're not getting anything tangible anymore. There's nothing tangible. Back in the day when you hit video and you had a videographer, you got a DVD, you got a keepsake. Now you get nothing. You get a file on your fucking computer. You don't get anything anymore. So what are you getting? What am I getting? There's nothing there. I'm getting a download. What am I getting from the photographer? I'm getting 500 pictures 17 months later. What am I getting? There's not even any instant gratification. This is the reason why social media content creators blow up, because you get it the next morning. Everything is about right now. So why would I pay $11,000 for a photographer to get pictures 7 months from now? Like, let's really, really, let's dig into, you have photographers and videographers that are saying like, oh, you can't replace photography. This is the only thing that you keep. Bro, I'm not getting it for 7 months. How many times have you done Zap photos, digital stills at weddings in the past, sent those pictures to the bride and groom that Wednesday? And she was like, oh my God, Chris, you're amazing. These pictures are amazing. Thank you so much. And they have something tangible within 3 days instead of waiting months for a picture.
Completely understandable. I understand it, but I'm not a photographer and I'm not a videographer. When it came to content,
about it.
Yeah, but we're talking about video work. It's what the whole point of the convo was: going online, getting people's prices, and bashing it. Like, let's come back to reality now. It's clickbait. Yeah, no, you want to use the wedding. You want to use the wedding industry as clickbait. Get it? No problem.
Of course, it's like restaurants.
Right. You're using this industry as clickbait, no doubt. Okay.
And it's ever changing. It's every weekend there's another event to talk about. So it's ever changing. It's not repetitive.
Listen, this is how I feel. I love talking to you. I want to talk to more people too. But the moral of the story is this. This is what it comes down to. The internet is a wild place. You understand? We had a few of our little episodes went viral. You had people, I'm going to use it again, in Wichita that were telling us that we're getting paid too much money, or I'm going to move to New York, move to New Jersey, when the income tax and the property tax and everything that you need to be relevant is quadruple of what where you're from in Wichita, whatever. Reality needs to set in.
The script. If you went to Wichita, you would turn Wichita upside down.
Oh, I know I would. I know I would, and I'll speak very confident about that. Very, very confident. Another topic. Let's wrap about. Let's batch this. Here's a great topic. Where was I? This just happened. Hold on. Costco. I get the, hi, how are you? Good. I'm going to shoot you a message later. Okay. My daughter's wedding was last weekend. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, this is true.
Congrats.
Now I understand why you charge what you charge. That's terrific. The wedding's over. You're not fixing it now at this point. You're not fixing it. I'm not the best. You are not the best. The reality, this whole fucking skit is about reality now. Everyone's a superstar online. Everyone. Here's a topic. Here's a topic for people that are recently engaged, or people that want to throw that party that they've seen online that they want to do in their backyard. When you're planning something this like this involved, stop. How much is a DJ? There's 17 of those in my inbox. If there was a way for me to bring that up right now, I would show them. Hey, want to check and see?
I literally just got one. I just got. I'll read it to you really quick. The first text message. I'll read to you what he sent. The first text message. Okay. Hey Mike, I don't know if you remember me, but you did a lot of parties for my cousins and my family. I'm reaching out to you because I would just like to get prices for a wedding, like what you would charge me for 2 screens, lights, and just to DJ for a date this year. I don't know anything about the event. I don't know where it is. I don't know how many people. Let me explain to you why people ask how many people are at the event. I mean, the reason why I do is because I have to know which sound system to bring, how big of a sound system, what I know the space that I'm trying to cover with my DJ equipment. It matters to know how big of an event it is, where it is, what room we're in. I have to account for an extra salary.
But nobody else asks that. They don't ask. They go, how much is a DJ? X amount. Does that come with this, and the sparks? No. You asked how much a DJ was. Should, when you're booking something to this level, should it be done over the phone? Should it be done through email? Here's a topic. How should you do this? Because majority of the people, 90% of the people don't have a facility for you to walk into to talk to them. How do you think this should be handled now?
They did that to themselves. You don't need offices anymore now because of Zoom and because of these phone calls. They did it. People destroy their own industry, Chris. It's not the industry. The people destroy the industry. Okay.
Right.
The offices, the warehouse, all that stuff used to be important. It used to show that you were stable. It used to show that
Correct.
you were a fixture in the industry. Now it just matters how many followers you have on Instagram. That's all that matters. And how good your video production is. And I'll tell you something, most of your video production is the same people running around doing recaps for the same companies. It's not anybody special. It's not anybody different. Those people are working with the same, everybody's working with the same people. And then he or she is just going to that event for that Saturday or that Sunday. And then they get a reel out of it and they promote the reel. Like nobody is reinventing the wheel. It's the same exact stuff. They're just able to go to this event because it works for their time. That's it. Nobody's reinventing the wheel, bro. The edits are the same. The reels are the same. I get it, but it's repetitive. It's repetitive. It's the same.
I haven't really posted much all of January. We had an abundance of New Year's Eve weddings. I refused to post anything for it to look like the same exact thing as everyone else. Remember when I posted all the raw content? Everyone's like, that's unprofessional. Now we have everybody running around mic'd up madness.
Here's my advice to DJ.
If I posted a percentage of some of the raw stuff I have, I'd be out of business. Now all of a sudden it's okay.
I've seen companies go into 2026 doing the same thing that they were doing in 2025. Like you're supposed to analyze every single year. Stop doing what you're doing last year and do something different. If you're going to do another whole year of the same stuff, like first of all, it's annoying. Second of all, it's repetitive. Okay. Like we know you do weddings every weekend, do something different, do a different style of marketing. Like do something different. Like I seen companies go into the new year, they're doing the same thing. I'm like, bro, you just did this for 12 months. Like if I feel that way, the brides feel that way. Okay. If I hate last night I saw some girl did a do not playlist for weddings. Okay. I commented on this because it just aggravated the hell out of me. Okay. Why? I get it. She felt it's clickbait. So she does it. I get it. Totally fine. Every song that she said, I have not played in 9 years. So if you're listing this, I said to her, I commented, I said, if you feel that you need to clarify this to the DJ that you're meeting with for your wedding, that's problem number 1, lady. Okay. You shouldn't have to tell him not to play Hat Night Show. Like, are you kidding me? This is the problem. And I'm going to go back to the wordplay for a second. 99% of the songs that are used in wordplay suck. So why are you even playing this? Stop this. Okay, this is my stop this for this show, and we're going to end right here. Stop doing word plays. The songs that you are using suck. Okay, I don't need to hear You go from Justin Bieber, baby, 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 to Amy Grant, baby, baby. It's retarded. Stop it. Just stop with the word plays. It's annoying and it's amateur. Real
You
DJs do
keep
not
talking
use
about wordplay. I could care less about that. I would never do
it's
it. I will never
ridiculous.
practice it. I am a private event entertainer. If you need that to sell yourself, you should just quit.
It's clickbait. It's clickbait, and these guys take advantage of it's clickbait. Nobody wants to hear that crap, bro. Like, I don't care how many followers you have. To me, it's embarrassing at a wedding. It's embarrassing. Like, listen, they got great marketing. They have a great channel. Okay, they have great reach. I don't knock anybody's hustle, but the stuff that you're posting, to me, it doesn't
Is
have any
irrelevant.
place at a wedding. It doesn't have any place at a wedding. Like, you want to use it for social media, no problem. But I don't want to see. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see stupid shit. I don't want to see that. I'm going to a wedding to smash it and have a great time. I'm not going there to. I don't care about word plays. I don't care about that stuff. Worry about the dance floor. Worry about having a great time. That's it. That's all that should be important.
So that's another trend. Another trend. 2026 we're in. Let's bring back stuff from 2016. I'm doing if not better than 2016 or more than in 2016. You got to come back again to the reality. If you've seen stuff I did in 2016, it's more money now in 2026. Am I lying?
No, I like the music. I think that should be the extent. If you want to work in some music from 2016 just to have some fun, like, I'm okay with that. But as for like doing things that I did in 2016, I just don't think it. I don't think it would work. Like, people.
It's a trend. This is what the world circles around. Trends.
People rely on us
Social
to bring
media trends. There is no changing people's mindset. We're not miracle workers. But it's a trend. This is what it is. Trends.
I want to close, and I got to go in 3 minutes. I want to close with speaking about AI reception, because I feel like it's a vital tool, and I think that 98% of DJ companies need AI reception.
Okay.
So there'll be an AI reception plug for anybody that's interested on more information. All right. So here's where I stand with AI reception. Most of these DJ companies don't have a secretary. They don't even have an office. So who's answering the phone for you as a sole prop, as an independent, as someone who works for other DJ companies, even if you're an independent contractor? Who's answering the phone for you? You answering the phone yourself? Are you utilizing your time the right way? Like, these are the things that you should be thinking about going into the new year. You should be organizing your schedule. This is something where if you're working a Saturday night, you turn on your AI reception. If you're doing a corporate event on a Thursday from 6 to 8, you turn on your AI reception. And the other reason why you want to do this is because you want to be able to screen your calls and get basic information from these people without having to spend 40 minutes on the phone with every single client. You don't want to have to repeat yourself 3 times. Okay? For the amount of money that it is every single month to have a live secretary or a live reception, it is pennies to have AI reception and have somebody answer the phone on the first ring. This is what you should be thinking about. This is what you should be organizing your business around. This is the next level. This is the next step. And I'm very, very big on trend setting. I try to do things before a majority of the market does. I try to see what's out there. I love finding new talent. I love finding new tools, and I will only spend money on things that bring in revenue. Okay.
Correct.
I do not spend money on depreciating items. I do not spend money on equipment that I cannot make money on. That's
Correct.
not what this is about. You could buy things because you have it, but if it's not rentable, I don't buy it. I think the only thing that I've ever bought that's not rentable that I use every single weekend is my bullhorn. That is literally it. Besides that, every single thing that I actually own is a revenue stream. AI reception is a revenue stream. You cannot afford to miss a phone call that comes in for you. Every single phone call that you miss could cost you thousands of dollars.
You're 100% correct. I'm going to end this right now. We're going to just end this with this text message. This is the message I'm reading off the phone. My phone is right here for people who can see. So here we go. I seen that you are looking for someone to work a few hours a week with potentially being full-time. Do I have to come into your office? Can I work from my home? If somebody wants to create an AI platform for entertainers, I will gladly sign up. I will gladly sign up. I put an ad out yesterday. I'm looking for a female that can do AI. No, excuse me. That sounds stupid. That can work in my office. I wanted a physical body in my office so that I could say, hey, Jennifer, Michelle, Alexa, whoever, this is what needs to be done. I'm running to meet this client, or I'm leaving the office to go do this. I'm forwarding my cell, because a lot of people have my personal line, to the office line that sits there. Can I work from home? 2026. Get back to fucking reality now. Your job is not to sit home.
This girl, you'll pay her. Let's just say you paid her $200 a week to be at your disposal when you need her.
If she really blew my socks off, I'd pay a lot more. But can I work from home? That's the text. Let's just
say minimum. Let's just say minimum. You're paying her $200 a week. The only thing that she's doing is what you tell her to do. She's not doing anything else. So when Chris calls, I answer. That's it. She's not bringing any value to your company at all.
Zero value.
So for $200 a month to be able to have an AI receptionist 24/7 be ready to go for you at any single time and take your calls as they come in and communicate with your clients. And if you are ready to go, they can transfer the call to you, no problem. You're going to pay this girl $800 a month to work for you, and the AI reception is $199.
Cool. Sign me up. Sign me up.
Make any sense to have an AI receptionist. You're just wasting time and you're wasting money.
So you just right, AI reception just eliminated you stay-home moms that don't want to step into a facility to work. You want to work from your house with your kids yelling and screaming because, once again, you're a stay-home mom, which there's nothing wrong with being that. You should be with your kids. But why apply for a job? Why apply for a job?
Even trying to get them to go do social media content. Like if you hired somebody, look, I'll give you $200 a week. You answer my calls and you got to come.
That wasn't in the job description. So you just don't even bring that up. I have every answer for what people have told me in the last 5 years. That's it. Leave it at that.
If this is not even a DJ, this is event planners, this is florists, this is video, this is photography, this is anybody who's in the industry. If you do not have AI reception, if you don't have a secretary, okay, and you don't have AI reception, you're out of your mind. Like this is the biggest no-brainer in the history of no-brainers. Like you're working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, your office is closed, somebody calls, who's answering the phone? Nobody. You need to have AI reception. I'm sorry, this is insane. It changed my entire business model because I don't miss a call now. And when I do get the call, I get a script sent to me that I can analyze all the information. And then I sit there, I read the information, I call my customer back, and I know everything that she needs before I even get on the call. That has taken my booking rate through the roof even more because I'm equipped before I get on the phone instead of going on there cold turkey.
Right.
Doesn't make any sense.
Right.
If you want information on AI reception, contact me or Chris, and we will point you in the direction. We will set you up. We have scripts already done for DJ entertainment and anybody in the industry. We've taken the initiative to do this. Make the right decision. Get yourself AI reception and invest some actual money into your business. Instead of just trying to make money every weekend and not update your equipment, that's not what you should be doing.
All right. Well, this is a good chat for the new year. Welcome to 2026. We need to bring back reality. Reality. That's it. That's it. That's it. It's over. I gotta go to work.
I gotta go to work.
We will talk later, everybody. See you soon. Peace.
See you by the pool.